Canelo. I think Berlanga put on a tremendous show as well. You know, he showed a lot of heart and grit and determination as well, and that made for a great fight.
You said what you had to say. I don't.
After weeks of anticipation, Gervonta Davis finally dropped some training footage on his Instagram and X accounts, giving fans a glimpse into his intense preparation, and it didn't disappoint. His lightning-fast hands were on full display, showcasing a level of speed rarely seen in the ring, as boxing wisdom goes. It's the punch you don't see that does the most. Gervonta Davis looked more dangerous than ever. The made enough noise to draw a response from Terence Crawford. While Crawford had some positive things to say, his comments carried a subtle tone that seemed to Gervonta Davis. Though he didn't name anyone directly, it was clear from his post on X who he was talking about.
You know, if you can punch, you can punch.
Okay.
You know, it may not have the same effect that it did on a smaller guy, on a bigger guy, but if you sharp, you sharp.
Right.
Lamont Roach better be ready, because Gervonta Davis is putting in some serious work. The latest training footage shows going all out, from pounding the heavy bag to working the pads with his trainer at blistering speed. He also spent several minutes shadowboxing before unleashing a flurry of punches on the mitts. The standout feature of the session, pure, unrelenting speed, combined with his trademark power. That speed is a recipe for a brutal knockout, if this footage is anything to go by. Gervonta Davis gearing up to be even more explosive in the rematch, ready to deliver those punishing shots that could end the fight in devastating fashion. The consensus in Gervonta Davis camp is that Lamont Roach only managed to withstand most of the punches in their first fight because he saw them coming. Had he not anticipated those shots, he likely would have ended up like the other 28 opponents who fell victim to knockout power. The newly released training footage was nothing short of electrifying, quickly racking up thousands of likes and comments. Among those weighing in were fellow fighters and even world champions.
Pull it up. Ready. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Hit the head. Roll under the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower. That's that.
All taking note of Gervonta Davis' form after wrapping up his body exercises. The world champion moved straight to the mitts and heavy bag, putting his punching power to the test. He then stepped into a sparring session with an unidentified partner before taking a brief break. As shown in a post on X notably, Gervonta Davis seen going at the heavy bag non-stop for an entire hour without a single pause. Was a clear display of his endurance, discipline, and elite skill set. It's grueling sessions like these that shape true champions. Gervonta Davis's status as a champion is unquestionable, but his latest display of power, athleticism, and grit deserves even more praise. It's becoming clear that Lamont Roach might soon find himself turned into a human punching bag if he's not fully prepared, while Roach has been exuding confidence. He'll need more than words. He'll have to prove himself in the ring if he hopes to survive against arguably the most feared fighter in the lightweight division. Recently showed off his impressive form, posing for a photo that revealed a chiseled physique and a body close to peak fight shape. One thing is certain, he's far from done with the sport. Fans have been quick to pick up on what many believe is a major sign that Gervonta Davis might be walking back on any talk of retirement. After the champion posted a photo flaunting his lean, powerful physique, speculation exploded online, with many pointing out that he looks more focused and motivated than ever. His training footage and ripped form suggest a fighter who's not only locked in.
I made the decision to train in DC because, you know, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so third though, this was
mentally, but is also in top physical condition, far from someone preparing to hang up the gloves. Gervonta Davis going to retire. Clearly very motivated. Chime thought he wasn't in good condition. I thought he lacked discipline and always gained too much.
It's like people selling that self, like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room. It's just like some devil shit. Facts though, some coke, like that. It's just like some devil shit, like they sold that soul.
Yeah, you go with that.
That was crazy. And you seen how the guy was, he looked at the scorecard. Yeah, he looked at the
If you got a talent, the money gonna come, for sure. So I wouldn't even tell them to focus on the money. Hey, if your talent there, I ain't gonna worry about the money. That's all you got.
Much weight between fights. But this guy looks serious. These sentiments have echoed across social media, where fans are convinced that Davis is gearing up for more than just a rematch. He's aiming to make a statement. With this kind of buzz building and Davis showing peak conditioning in both training and public appearances, it's hard to imagine him stepping away from boxing anytime soon. His energy.
It's a really tough fight. Like, Lamont Roach is a serious fighter. I said it might not be the biggest profile fight, but it's actually quite a tough fight. And Shakur said to me, like, even the day before, I'm telling you, he's going to have big trouble tomorrow night. And I just feel like hopefully this could be the little something that gives Gervonta a little wake-up call to take him back to the mindset of maybe where he was. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think they do.
So,
Power and commitment suggest that not only is the rematch with Roach on his mind, but he might also have his sights set on bigger challenges ahead. For
you know, that's how boxing works. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing works. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much from it.
For now, fans are watching closely, convinced that retirement is the last thing on Gervonta Davis's agenda.
Smaller than him was Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just in height and stature. He was, you know, technically bigger than Tank too. But you know, Tank is comfortable at 130.
Ready because Gervonta Davis is putting in some serious work. The latest training footage shows going all out. From pounding the heavy bag to working the pads with his trainer at blistering speed. He also spent several minutes shadowboxing before unleashing a flurry of punches on the mitts.
It's boxing. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's boxing.
The standout feature of the session, pure, unrelenting speed, combined with his trademark power. That speed is a recipe for a brutal knockout. If this footage is anything to go by, Gervonta Davis gearing up to be even more explosive in the rematch.
The world of boxing is what it is. I mean, you just don't ever know what can happen in the sport. I mean, we take losses every day, even though I may have had my hand raised every time I went out there and performed, but...
Ready to deliver those punishing shots that could end the fight in devastating fashion. The consensus in Gervonta Davis camp is that Lamont Roach only managed to withstand most of the punches in their first fight because he saw them coming. Had he not anticipated those shots, he likely would have ended up like the other 28 opponents who fell victim to knockout power. The newly released training footage was nothing short of electrifying.
And you mentioned Floyd. Obviously, Floyd and Manny, a lot of people thought happened way after it should have happened. You guys are both in your prime right now. You guys are both two of the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in boxing. This is the biggest fight in boxing right now.
Definitely. And
racking up thousands of likes and comments. Among those weighing in were fellow fighters and even world champions, all taking note of